What was the worst part growing up with cool parents? I grew up in the house all my friends were jealous of. We had a fridge full of Red Bulls and leftover pizza, a backyard fire pit that was always burning, and parents who laughed louder than anyone else in the room. My mom wore ripped band tees, and my dad kept his high school skateboard mounted on the wall like it was a trophy. People came over without asking. Weeknights felt like weekends. Our place had no rules, just good vibes. At first, it felt like freedom. My friends could stay over as late as they wanted. No one asked where we were going or what we were doing. I'd come home drunk, and instead of getting yelled at, I'd get handed a Gatorade and a greasy breakfast sandwich. Everyone thought my parents were legends. I did too. But things changed once I actually needed them. In 7th grade, I got into a fight at school. It wasn't physical, just cruel words thrown in a hallway by people I thought were friends. I came home, eyes still red from holding back tears. I told my mom I didn't know what I did wrong and felt like nobody liked me. She was painting her nails on the porch. She looked up and said, "Teenagers suck, babe. Don't let it get to you," then turned back to her music. I sat down beside her, hoping she'd say more, but she didn't. She just started humming along to the song. When my dog died 2 years later, I cried so hard I couldn't breathe. I laid on my bed holding her old leash, waiting for someone to come check on me. My dad poked his head in once, saw me sobbing, and said, "Hey, maybe we'll get another one someday." Then he asked if I wanted to watch a movie. I told him no. He walked away like that was enough. It wasn't. By the time high school came around, I had stopped going to my parents for anything serious. I knew they wouldn't take it seriously. When I started having panic attacks, I didn't even tell them. I just locked myself in the bathroom and breathed into my hoodie until it passed. One time, I was shaking so badly I knocked over a glass and cut my hand. My mom saw the bandage later and said, "That's what you get for being dramatic." My lowest point came junior year. I had just gotten dumped by someone I thought I loved. I hadn't slept in days, couldn't eat, and couldn't stop crying. I finally sat down at the kitchen table while my parents were having drinks with some of their friends. I said, "I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I'm falling apart." My dad raised his glass and said, "Cheers to surviving your first heartbreak." Everyone laughed. I forced a smile and walked back upstairs like it didn't gut me. In college, it all hit at once. I was drowning in deadlines and loneliness. One morning, I had a full-blown panic attack in class. My professor had to walk me out. I sat on the curb outside the building, knees pulled up to my chest, shaking in the cold. I called my mom. I told her I couldn't breathe. She told me to take a hot shower and get out of my head. I said okay, and hung up. That was the last time I asked them for help. Now I'm older. I have my own apartment, my own life. I'm still figuring it all out. I see friends with parents who show up, who ask real questions, who listen. Sometimes I still feel that ache in my chest when I hear someone say, "My mom helped me through that." I still get texts from my parents inviting me to parties. They say things like, "Come vibe with us," or "We miss your face," and maybe they do. But when I needed them most, they were never really there, and I haven't forgotten.